Yeah, all credit goes to App State. They just handled the moment better. Really, not much else to say because I'm not the sugarcoating type. They just handled the game better. And when you lose focus in tourney baseball and can't just compartmentalize, you can get burned, and that's how we got burned. I can't remember every aspect of that inning. I could, but I'm not going to relive it. But it just wasn't good enough. But before anything else, I don't know what questions you'll have for Cole. I just want to make sure we bring in Cole. Obviously there's a little uncertainty in our future this season, but I've said this a lot of times. Our program was going to be on the fast track to being really good after our first year, but when Coach Wolgamont jumped in the car about 9 hours to go to the Appy League and found this guy out of LSU Eunice, he became our identity, and he's the reason we've won so many games the last couple years. We have a lot of other good players too, but this kid's one of our all-time favorites. He's one of the best players, of course, in this league, in the country, and I want to make sure he got in here to get his just due. I know that has nothing to do with the game, but I'd be remiss if I don't bring a guy that really helped, change the course of our program for the better.
Questions in the room?
Rosie Langella with WSFA Montgomery. Your pitch to the NCAA committee, do you guys think you've done enough this season to get into the tournament?
Well, it's really hard, and the Sun Belt's getting better and better. I know there's a lot of bids that are getting stolen out there. Look, we have a winning record in the Quad 1. We went on the road. We attempted to challenge ourselves. You sweep Coastal at their place. You win 2-3 against Louisiana, who won our league. You go up to Indiana in frigid temperatures and win 2-3, and do the other things. That'll be in their hands. The problem that I have is we're leaving in other people's hands, which is incredibly disheartening when you look at some of the opportunities that we had, and there's certainly some things that we all would love to change the fate of certain games. I don't change the position we were in those games. We've had guys in positions in which they had success that put us at 34-14, put us nationally ranked May 9th. Just didn't make enough plays in those positions after pitches, whatever the case may be. It was certainly multifaceted, but you don't have regrets on that. I sat here last night, and you can reflect as a coach and say, hey, I wish I did this, no, we just didn't execute. And all you can do is get good players. You recruit guys like this. You try to find superstars from anywhere in the country. Put them in positions for success, and hope that you can accrue enough wins. So we'll see what happens. You have to remain optimistic. I know what our team is, and we're an NCAA caliber team. The fact of the matter is there's some things that the NCAA should probably do to change it. Right? We have 306 Division I teams. Get it to 72. Go 32 host sites. The lowest 8 teams. Do a one-in playoff, to get into those regionals, and then the top 8 play whomever that is after they play one game on a Thursday. That's how I think you end up doing it. I don't know if the NCAA really cares what I say, but I say whatever I think, so I don't care. That's what should happen, and hopefully it will happen soon, because not just our program, there's other programs that are right there on the precipice, and NCAA basketball has done it, and the first 4 has been a great success. We need to do the same thing if we want to continue to grow our game, and we need to continue to grow it by doing multiple sites and expanding this thing out a week.
Cole, can you talk about that same thing? Have you done enough?
I think we have. It comes down to just we need a chance. We're plenty good enough. Just give us a chance, really. That's all I want.
Coach Kirk, StevensonAle.com. You guys, throughout the week here, you've scored runs kind of in bunches, but not really had it steadily throughout the game. I think you were 0 for with runners in scoring position until the last inning today. Is there any way to explain that, or is it just baseball?
I guess it's just baseball. Our offense has been one of the best in college baseball the entire year. And people executed very well on us. We just weren't very good offensively. I don't say that as any sort of slant on us from an individual perspective. Our preparation was good. We were fresh. Our bat speed was fast. We just weren't very good. And I think, certainly credit goes to the lock-in and focus by the other teams, by some of the plays that were made that ended up changing the course of innings. You could look at last night, Smith at second base, knocking a couple balls down that appear to be extra runs. CJ Boyd, who, I think the world of CJ Boyd. I've talked about that at length. I don't, but like he makes over the shoulder play when Cole hits the ball today. It looks like the game's going to be 4-3 and he's on second or third and you're rolling. He makes a great play. And then we have an inning where we don't. Baseball is actually very simple when you break it down sometimes. And I don't mean that sarcastically to your question. It's just they made plays, they made pitches, and we didn't. And that's what happens when you play really good teams. And Kermit has done an incredible job over the last 2 years, seeing where they were my first year in the league to what he's done and diving in there in the portal and some of their transfers. And their guys are really tough. Their offense is dynamic. He's done just an outstanding. I think he's as good a job as anybody in this league. We have a lot of great coaches, but I think he's done a good job as anyone.
Cole, could you just kind of speak to how tough the uncertainty is, especially so many seniors on this team don't know if they played their last game?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest feeling ever. I wish we could have came in here and stuck to our plan and won the whole thing, and it wouldn't have even been a question. But it's not the best feeling. But all I can do is hope and pray that we get a chance, and then if we do, we'll do some damage.